everybody, welcome to my channel Frugalisama. My name is Sam and this is where I talk about all things sewing. So we're in a slightly different location today. I'm in my sewing studio. I hope you don't mind and I hope it's not too echoey for you. Hopefully it will record okay. The reason why I'm here today is I wanted to do a makes video. I haven't done one since about March, I don't think. And I've made lots and lots of things, and half of my stuff is here and half of it is at home, and I thought, right, we'll just bring it all here where I've got this handy little clothes hanger. So yeah, I've made up quite a few things. Some of them have been samples for the studio, so but I will briefly touch on those, and some of them have been for me and some of them have been for other people. So I've made a couple of things for my granddaughters, and I haven't actually got those here because they've got them. So it's been such a long time. I can't possibly not wear the things that I've been making. So if they're a little bit crumpled like these, apologies. So we'll start with what I'm wearing. So this is the Smock top, and this was this was a free pattern from Simply Sewing magazine a couple of months ago, and I've had this Lady McElroy fabric a couple of years now, maybe 3-4 years. It's called Showering Dots, I believe, and it's just like a really nice lightweight viscose. And I really liked the look of this little top. It's just got like a high-low hem, so if I step back and untuck, you can probably see that it's higher at the front and lower at the back with a curved hem. Quite a flat collar. I wouldn't say it was a stand collar, it's quite a flat collar here. V-neck, and then you've just got the gathers into the sleeve. I will say that this cuff is a little bit tight, but I made a size 14 which fits in with my measurements. I'm going to tell you my measurements now, and then I won't tell you them again, but I will try, if I can remember, tell you what sizes I made in each thing so that you've got a reference. So I'm a 37-inch bust, 32-inch waist, 39-inch hips. And for the size 14, that was a 36.5-inch bust and a 28-inch waist. But I knew there was plenty of room in this waist, and there is. So I've done all French seams on this one. Tend to wear it sort of with a little half tuck here, but that kind of, with what I'm wearing now, kind of pulls at the back here, but I've got lots of room in here. So yeah, that's this one. Really love it. Worn it lots and lots. It's nice and lightweight, but you've got your long sleeve if you've got a little bit of a chilly day. Like I say, just these tighter cuffs at the bottom kind of restricts my movement a little bit. But I do like the pattern, and I will probably make it again if I can find some suitable fabric. So I've got it on with some Pietra pants, which are the closet car pattern. Let me just move the camera down a little bit. So I've already given you measurements. I make a size 8 in these because I made a size 10 and I had to bring the elastic in, and I had made a pair of black linen ones a long time ago now. I wear those quite a lot. So these are made in just a tencel denim, and I've worn these lots as well. They're kind of an elevated pair of jeans, really. That's how I like to look at it. You're nice and comfortable. You're not sort of restricted with a pair of jeans, where sometimes around you, if you fluctuate in weight during the day, you just get that little bit of tightness. You've got these lovely deep pockets. I'm sure you've seen these Pietra pants on many people before. Like I say, I made a pair in black linen, which I've worn a lot, and then I've got 2 pairs of shorts in them as well. They are really quite high-waisted, and I remade these again because one of my students were wanting to make some, so I just had to remake them to just refresh my memory of how it went. But I'm really glad I did, because I've worn these lots and lots over the summer, and I can see me wearing them into autumn as well. They are cropped, so probably as it gets really cold I won't be able to wear them, but at the moment I'm loving wearing them. So my next weight mate then, let's go on to the rail. This is the Lois dress, and I made a sample, I made a toile of this for around about Christmas time, and I made this for my niece's wedding in April. So this is another Lady McElroy fabric, which I picked up at the Knitting and Stitching show. Another sort of lightweight viscose. It's got quite a deep neck there. I don't put the zip in these because I'm quite small chested, so I don't need to, I can get it up in my head without the zip. do find when you do put the zip in, because the zip goes into it goes into this dart here. You can see if I was to put a zip in there, it'd go into this dart here. And if you've not got the right fabric or the right kind of drape, it tends to stick out a little bit. It just makes it look a little bit odd. I also omit, there is instructions to put some, I think they call it Vaseline or something, around the very deep V to stop it from stretching out. I don't bother with that, I just put stay stitching in. It's an expensive product and it's not needed, in my opinion, so I don't bother with that. So yeah, made that for my niece's wedding. I'll insert some pictures of me wearing it at the wedding. I really love it, nice and floaty. I've worn it a couple of times over the summer. So next up is these trousers. So these are from a Mimi G pattern, and I'll insert a picture of the pattern because I can't find it. I've put it somewhere, I can't find it. Made from a remnant that was left at a fabric swap, I think, and I had about a metre, and I managed to squeeze it out of these. So these are just sort of the ankle, the cropped length, but not as cropped as these Pietra pants. You've got your pleats at the front and some darts at the back, and I've worn these loads. I really love them. I was inspired by, when I went to the gathering in April, one of the ladies that was attended there made the full set. So when I show you the picture of the Mini G, it's got like a duster, it's got a little crop top, and the trousers, and she made them out of actually a really nice jacquard, and she looked really smart. She didn't make the actual duster, but she made the trousers and the top. She looked really smart, and I saw the pattern actually in my local recycle yard for £2, so I picked it up. So that pattern is actually for sale on Minerva website for £6 at the moment. I noticed that when I was looking for the pattern number. So if you want it, it's a good time to pick it up, and it is a really nice pattern, and I really like them. So I tend to wear these with this top here. So I'm going to get changed now, and I'm going to show you them together. So hopefully you can see the top and trousers together, and I'll just lower the camera a little bit and then you can see it. Not the wrong shoes on, but you can probably get a better idea of the trousers on. Yeah, really like them. So the top is the Elizabeth Suzann Georgia top, and this used to be a free pattern, or it used to be a pay what you can pattern. They changed the model, and it's actually a paid pattern now, so it's £15. It's quite oversized, as you can see. According to my sizing, I should have been the second size up. I think I call it Lois or something. I can't remember how she's words the sizing now. So I made this in the bigger size, and you can see there's lots and lots of room in here. I could have gone down a size, but I'm happy with it as it is. But when I've made the tunic and the dress, because it's one pattern with a tunic and a dress and a top. When I've made that, I've gone down a size because I didn't want to be swamped in fabric. So you've just got a little grown-on sleeve with the cuffs here. The hem is quite straight on the top. But if I show you the dress version of it, you can see that you've got a high roll hem, so higher at the front and the back, and you've got a curve on it as well. So both these fabrics are from Lucky Fashions, and they're a crinkle cotton. Lucky Fashions is a local to me fabric shop. They don't have an online shop or anything. I made the top, and then I went down a size to make this is the maxi dress, which I love this fabric. It's really, really nice and cool for summer. And then I made another one in tunic length in this called a viscose crepe. So this is actually from Fabworks, so you can see that this is this comes just above my knees on me, and it's just a lovely, easy breezy dress to wear, everyday dress, and I love this fabric. So that's the Georgia top and dress and tunic that I made, all sort of within the space of a couple of days. And I made, with the remnants of that top then, I made myself a skirt. So I had enough left to make a skirt, and that is the Libby skirt from Tessuti again. So the Libby skirt is a free pattern. It's just an A-line skirt. It comes in 3 different lengths. So the one at the front is the mini length, and that is quite short on me, and that's just made out of a linen. And this one is the longest length, and then I've made 2 in the medium length. So you've just got some little darts at the back, and then inside, I'll show you one of the other ones that I made. It's just got a facing on the inside. And this one was actually made from a dress that I never wore anymore, so I just upcycled that and got ones a couple of times over the summer. So mine's actually got a seam down the back of this one because I didn't have enough fabric, so I've just put a little seam on it. But yeah, really love these little skirts. They're really simple and easy to make and easy to wear as well. So another one I made from another upcycled dress. Picked that up in a charity shop actually. And it was a dress that I wouldn't have worn, but the fabric I really liked. So I love the colour of this. Really nice for summer. And I made that. That's still the Libby skirt. I haven't got any photographs of me wearing this because these have been at the studio as samples because I've made them as like a lesson, you know, for people wanting to learn how to insert invisible zips. So these, most of these have been at the studio, apart from a little chambray one, and that's been here. No, I've been wearing that. So we've got another skirt, and this is another Lady McElroy fabric, which I picked up as a remnant a couple of years back now. And I never knew what to do with it because it was only about a metre, and you know it was really limited. So this is the SewSoEasy free skirt, and it's just like a pleat, summer pleat skirt, I think they call it. And again, made it again as a sample as an alternative for anybody who wanted to make a skirt but they didn't want the A-line one. So you've just got these pleats at the front and pleats at the back. Just allows for a bit of fitting, and then it's relatively straight rather than it being an A-line. Not everybody likes an A-line, and I thought that was really pretty. And again, this has been here at the studio because I've not worn it because it's been a sample really, but next year I'll get to wear it hopefully. So the next thing I want to show you is another SewSoEasy pattern, another free one for you, and that is this pyjama top. Again, I made this as a sample. I put on classes where you learn how to make pyjama bottoms and people wanted to make pyjama tops. I did put piping in this, but it can be omitted. And it's just a nice little free pattern. It's quite a standard pyjama top really. You know, it's just there's nothing particularly special about it, apart from the fabric. The fabric I got from Walthamstow Market a couple of years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago, when my son lived in Walthamstow. And I thought it was time to shine because I just kept keeping hold of it and then thinking that it's a bit too novelty to wear for me as a dress, but I thought as a pair of pyjamas, perfect. So yeah, it's just got a natural lapel collar, a couple of buttons down the front, really simple to put together. Another one that I've made is this kimono. So it's a robe, if you like. And it's just got these really interesting sleeve details on them. So this is from a 1989 Prima magazine, and if you remember, let me just show you. Last year, I think it was last year, the little wrap shorts. So that's the kimono. 1989, July 1989. Let me take it out of this wrapper and then it's not shiny. So, and then. You can see that it's got this really sort of deep sleeves, and then I made these sarong shorts last year as well. So I'm getting my money's worth out of these old free patterns. They were living free in the magazine in 1989, but there was all sorts on this. A swimming costume and all sorts, but yeah, I think these are sort of timeless, aren't they? So I'm going to just put this on so that you can see it in its full glory. So again, this fabric came from Lucky Fashion, so it's just a satin, and it's just got these interesting details at the front. So you've got the like a notched little band, what do you call it, a band at the front here. And then I've put a belt on it because I will probably wear this more as a dressing gown than I will, to out and about. It's a bit too shiny for me to wear out and about. So, yeah. Okay. And then I've just added some, this wasn't on the pattern, so little threaded loops, really easy to do with those, and it just keeps you, they're quite subtle, so if you want to wear something without the belt, you don't have to, they're not intrusive. And then I just put a little hanging thing on there as well. I did this all with French seams, you can see it's all French seams, but the instructions are for French seams. I think they're just a finish on a overlock or zigzag stitch, whichever your preference is. So that's those. Made a couple of things for the granddaughters. I made Alice a little apron, but I made her also a little leotard. So she's got into ballet now, and I made her a little leotard, which if I've got photographs, I'll show you. But I also made the youngest granddaughter the Indigo dress. So that again was a free pattern when Tilly and the Buttons launched their children's book from Simply Sewing magazine, and I made the one that I made for Lily for her first birthday, and I made it in an upcycle shirt. It was just an old shirt that I had, so I thought, you know, give it a go, and it does really suit her. It's really cute on it. So I thought I'll show you that. I'll show you some pictures of that, and then over here, my little mannequin over here, not Mandy, it's Mandy's at home. I've got this blazer, so I've been putting on, along with Katie, a blazer making course. This is a toile. This is when she sent me a pattern over originally. Had this fabric again left on a swap table, and it's just a really nice weight of cotton, and I thought, right, we'll toile it up. So I've actually put the belt pocket here. It's a bit high up because I didn't have instructions for that, but everything else was it was free. It's a free, well, it's not a free pattern, obviously you've got to pay for it, but she sent me the pattern so that I could test it. The lining has got this little peachy spot on it there, with the lines, and that was given to me, and yeah, the fabric was free as well. So the buttons here, I think these cost me about 20p each, and that was the biggest cost on the buttons. And then I've got some buttons on here as well. So yeah, I think it cost me about, I don't know, about 4 buttons. 10 buttons, £2 buttons. That's it. So yeah, another frugal make. And then finally, briefly touched on this on my last video, and this is the PomPom gilet. They call it a gilet, I call it a waistcoat. I'm going to bob it on over the top of here. It doesn't really go, but I can show you. Not sure what size I made in this. I think I made their size 40, and I will say that it's just, yeah, it fastens up. But I was thinking it might have been a little bit tight. It does fasten up, but I wouldn't wear it like this in this colour. If I had a lighter coloured one that went with these trousers, I might wear it sort of buttoned up with nothing underneath when the weather's that nicer. So yeah, really nice construction details in this one. Difficult to see on camera, but this was just a remnant wool that I picked up from Fabworks ages and ages ago. Fabworks is just a local fabric shop to me. They do sell online, however, I can just nip in and rummage through the remnant bins, and then this fancy lining, and that again was left on a swap table, which I just picked up. So fully lined, you've got the little buckle at the back, and then you've got the buttons at the front. So I was making this for So Frugal back in March, and I got it more or less completed, and then stalled at the buttons, and I wasn't able to find any buttons that I really liked. In the end, I've just put some of these plain blue buttons on them, nothing special at all, that I picked up in Boys in Bridlington, I think. So I just ended up putting these on as a temporary button just to get it finished, because rather than have it languish and not worn, I have worn this a couple of times, if I see some buttons then I can just swap them over. As long as I get the right size, I can do that. So it's just things like that stall getting things made is a little bit annoying. So So that's that. And then finally, I have made 11 memory bears. So these were for a client, and I'll pop a picture in of the ones that I made. Essentially, they are this pattern, but I made them smaller because the client wanted them smaller. So this, again, I'll link to it, is a free pattern online, and I just put this on as a class. So I've got a class on this for 28th of September, so if you want a bit of instruction and direction of how to make your own, I'll put a link below for you. But it's gorgeous, but the memory bears that I made for the client were made out of her dresses, so that her children have got something to remember her by when she's not here, which I thought was a really nice idea. So yeah, they've got fully movable limbs. You've got button joints on here, so they are movable, but they're not toys. You've got to remember that they're not toys. They're not just for a memory. So you can make it from children's clothing, or you can make it from your own clothing. These are just remnants, just scraps that I've made the pin with. But yeah, you've got your proper eyes on and a little nose and what have you. I think it's really cute. So that's it. I think I've covered everything. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've not gone into great detail of everything, just to keep it brief. It does become a little bit onerous if you've left it a long time like I have before you make a video. And everything's just piling up, all your patterns are piling up and what have you. So I'm sorry if I've missed any finer details out and you wanted more information. If there's anything you want to know, let me know, and I'll in the comments and I'll let you know. Let me know which is your favourite, or if you've made any of these, and I will speak to you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.